Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the channel. Today we are here to connect with the energy of the spirit animal. Which spirit animal is guiding you right now? So for this reading, we have two piles. Pile number one and pile number two. Pick the pile that you feel most drawn to before we start our reading with pile number one. So if you connected with pile number one, welcome to your reading. Which spirit animal is guiding you right now? So the spirit animal that is guiding you right now is the spirit animal tiger. And the first message is you are being called upon to provide leadership. So trust that you are capable of doing so. So the first thing that we need to find out is what are the strengths of this spirit animal? What is the medicine they have to share with you for you to remember? No matter what you're going through, you are embracing the power of this spirit animal. It doesn't matter if it's the one that you feel related to, this is the energy that you're needing. Being an effective and compassionate leader requires that you know the art of balancing yin and yang, discerning when to advance and when to yield, and pay attention to the subtly, can't say it. Let me put it in my way. Pay attention the about pay attention to the subtle energies and the flow of the group process while simultaneously staying attuned to your own intuitive voice. Whether your role is a leader applies to your family, sorry, doesn't feel like this is the best day to read, isn't it? But it doesn't matter because even if I am stuttering, I'm committing mistakes. It shows, first of all, that I'm a human being, which is amazing. I'm not a computer. But what it's telling me about you is that although you might fear that you're not capable of doing something, go for it. You learn from your own mistakes. As you go, as you learn, this is how you grow through your own experiences. Okay? So, this is the first thing that you have to consider, pile number one. Exactly in the way that I'm trying to bring the message written in the book, since I feel that I'm already stuttering in all these things, what I've done, I stopped. I'm speaking, first of all, what I feel, what I believe, and I will go back to the reading. And what is this telling me? That, you know what? Move forward as many times it's needed, in the same way that you feel that it's time for you to go back, learn, gather more experience, and after, throw yourself again to the adventure. So, no matter what you're being called to, even if you're prone to commit mistakes, take it as lessons. This is the only way for you to learn. This is the only way for you to grow. Okay? So remember, you're being called upon to provide leadership. Even if you don't see yourself as a leader, believe and trust that you are capable of becoming. If you're not one, I strongly believe that you are already walking towards that path. Okay, so let's go back to the book and see if this time I can bring you the message with more assurance. Okay, being an effective and compassionate leader requires that you know the art of balancing yin and yang, discerning when to advance and when to yield, and pay attention to the subtle energies and the flow of the group process, while simultaneously staying attuned to your own intuitive voice. Whether your role as a leader applies to your family, friends, employees, or a nation, you must listen to those around you and respond to their needs with strength and compassion. And when you deem it necessary, you need to follow your own sensibilities, even though others may disagree with you. To the best of your ability, make your decisions based on what you determine to be for the greatest good, rather than catering to self serving needs. Fear and doubt may arise at times, but don't let them deter you from your purpose. The best leaders aren't perfect, but they are willing to take calculated risks based on their own convictions and passionate desire to do the right thing. On occasion, you may stumble or even fall, but don't let that to impede you. Don't let that to be the reason for not moving forward. Don't allow that to be the reason why you're not going to accept the challenge. Remember, it's uh, it's the right time, the right moment for you to become a leader and to accept this challenge. You are being called for. You are the answer. No matter what is the problem, you are the solution. Others will be looking to you for guidance. Don't let it go to your head, but do let it go to your heart. What I want you to take from here, when you're gathering this medicine from this spirit animal, these are the words they have to share with you: sensuality, sensuality, passion, independence, confidence, clairvoyance, mysticism, intuition, power, agility, gracefulness, loyalty, intensity, devotion, focus, patience, stealth, healing, vitality, regeneration, adventure, challenge, sexuality, and be tactic. So, what you need to recall every time that you're feeling, let's say, lost, disconnected, or trying to find yourself, ask yourself, what is the strength that you need from this spirit animal? Is it confidence? This spirit animal guide will give you that. Is it power? She will empower you. So, whatever it is, remember, the spirit animal that is guiding you right now is the mighty tiger. So, you're not alone. You are guided, you are protected, and you need to feel like the leader that you're meant to be. Wise and fearless. What else is important for you to know on top of the messages that came for you from the spirit animal, tiger? So you have the peacock spirit, the swan spirit, and starfish spirit. Remember, all these energies in here are under the rule of the spirit animal guide that is surrounding you right now. And this is the message. It's time for a deep dive. Open yourself to infinity possibilities and allow the energy to shine. It's time for you to take the step forward and be in the light of your own world and probably someone else's world. It's time for you to show who you really are: a real leader, someone that is capable, not just to look for their own selves, but support the people that are in need of your expertise. This is the message for people connected with pile number 1. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to become a leader. If you connect with pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Which spirit animal is guiding you right now? So, the spirit animal that is guiding you right now is the energy of the shark. Trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. The first thing that comes in here for you, pile number 2, before I read the message from the book and the energies around the medicine that this spirit animal has to share with you, is to learn to believe that although sometimes you can't explain yourself, you know what's right, you know what is the truth. So it's important for you to make sure that you don't deviate from your path because you can't explain certain things. Sometimes you just need to trust and believe that you have the answer and you know the path. In the end, what really matters is you trying to prove yourself or you just allowing the universe to be the one judging you in the end. So, my question is, who do you choose? Trusting yourself or what others are saying? The shark spirit animal comes to say, trust your instincts to discern the truth of the situation. Majority of times, you are right. But let's find out what else we have in here. So your instinctual self is that aspect of you that sends signals to your brain directly from your body. It is what is responsible for your survival, particularly when you are in a life-threatening situation and must avoid danger by fighting, fleeing, or remaining still and quiet. Your instinct dictates which choice most likely ensures your perpetuation. It's much more primal than intellect and is what connects humans with all other animals. The trust for your instinctual signals that be modified and distorted by conditioning, especially childhood conditioning. Oh, okay, sorry. I couldn't even understand what I was reading, okay? So in case you managed to pick up the most important message, wonderful. Otherwise, what I see in here is that it's important for you to recall that due to socialization, sometimes we end up changing, either because we are being influenced by others, either because we are being conditioned, either because through our um, childhood till we grown up, majority of things that you presume that are right are always intercepted by grown-ups with possibilities of them making you feel wrong even though you're not. So it's important for you to remember that your instinct is always right. The only thing that changes is when you are influenced by others. Okay? So when you are repeatedly told to distrust what your body is telling you, or you face life-threatening situations with no escape, this exquisite survival mechanism becomes clouded as at the least and completely suppressed at the extreme. It's replaced by either a generalized fear and agitation that gets projected onto relatively benign situations, or else a psychic numbness that anesthetizes the senses and severely limits your body ability to process environmental cues from danger. This sensory numbness also limits your ability to fully experience pleasure. Take time to tune in to your gut feelings using slow, deep breathing as an access code. Listen with all your senses to discern what your body is telling you and use your intellect to interpret whether it's a conditioned reaction or an instinctual response. With practice, you will refine your senses and your capabilities so you can completely trust what you feel. What are the words that you have to remember when you are calling in the power of the spirit animal that is guiding you? You might want to ask them to bring you confidence, to reveal the secrets, to feel protected, respect. If you feel threatened, call for the shark spirit animal because it brings all these things that I'm mentioning: confidence, secrets, protection, respect, survival, authority, focus, action, unpredict- can't read, um, something that's not predictable, energy of the ancestors, shape shifting, solitude, endurance, assertiveness, and divinity. Pile number 2. This particular book in here, Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides, Oracle card, it just feels like it's a tiny bit too much. You know, when someone is using expensive words just to say something simple, this is where I found myself on. Okay, so maybe it's a really easy book to read, and for me, it's just like, okay, maybe English is not my first language, of course, but I just felt that there are too many words in here. They could just made it more simple. Okay, so what I'm seeing in the air when it comes to your energy is almost like saying, look, life is more simple than what it might look like. It's time for you to understand that life might not be so difficult as it meant to be for you. And more than that, maybe things are not meant to be difficult for you, but you're being guided or supported or influenced by someone that is making your life harder. So, my question is, are you making your life harder, or are you trusting that someone is able to support you, but probably they are taking a route that is difficult and unpleasant? And this is due to their own experiences. It's not your experiences. So it's almost like suffering for nothing. Just because I might have said, let's say for example, oh my God, life is so difficult. It took me forever to become independent. So when I go and support someone, I'm always with that energy, life is difficult, life is difficult. So whatever I share, it might come from that place of everything is hard to get. And maybe for you in particular, pile number 2, it might not be. Okay? So there is an energy near of be kind to your own self, or try to be more kind to yourself, even though you trust what others are trying to do for you. Which means to deal with your own issues, maybe you need more loving energy. And the other person might feel that they are in need of a turbulent energy, which is not your case. So what I would suggest, pile number 1, first of all, whatever you are, whatever you are doing, whatever you are confronting and you feel like it's extremely difficult, take a step back and ask yourself why you are not at ease, why you are feeling this energy of feeling discontent or feeling unhappy or feeling that there is an energy of resistance. Maybe your approach might not be the best one. Maybe it's not time for you to attack. Maybe it's time for you to protect, even if it's your own sanity. So there's an energy in you of bringing peace where war might be surrounding. So what you want to take from this reading, first of all, pile number 2, is that without you giving yourself the chance of trusting that you know better, it's going to be really hard and difficult for you to proceed. So it's time for you to take a step back, get to know yourself, and move forward at a later time. Not with the same process of actions, but with the new one. There's an energy in here that needs to be renewed for certain people. The way you see, the way you do, they don't match who you are. So do what you love what you do, not what other people are telling you that might be the best for you. It might have worked for them, but for sure, it won't work for you. It's not working. Otherwise, you don't have this energy lingering and reminding you there is something better, there is something better. It's because there might be a road ahead that is simpler, more simple, easy, and more loving, without the need of you stressing yourself. It's like choosing two paths. One is filled with light, the other one is filled with darkness. You might be able to take your torch, light your candle, whatever it is, there is a solution for you. It's like talking about dark night of the soul. Something hard, is something heavy. Yes, it's true. But maybe you have the capacity of going through it with a smile. And that's okay. You might be the lucky one. So accept yourself the way you are. You are different. And another word that was coming in here, you are kind. Even though we're talking about the energy of the shark, I can still feel this energy that you are kind, you are loving. All that other energy might come up, but it might come up in a moment that you're feeling threatened. But a part of that, your main energy, you're always at peace, especially with your own self. So whatever might be disturbing you right now, there are intruders around you. Okay? So my suggestion would be, are you dealing with fear? Are you dealing with fear? Are you dealing with the energy that makes you feel low? Are you sensing low vibration? Due to that energy that was coming from the words that were associated with this spirit animal, I'm just going to open the book again because it's something that did caught my attention, which is the energy of divinity, ancestors, shape shifting, what else? The energy of protection, but especially the energy of divinity. It feels like you might want a spiritual intervention for certain people, a more holistic approach. It's like there is an alternative in here, but you are fixed in something that doesn't work for you. Even though you are aware that there is another option, but it might be something that people that are surrounding you never done before and you don't want to do it. And my suggestion is, ask yourself, why not? Are you ashamed? Are you feeling that you're breaking the rules? Remember, as long as you're breaking the rules to protect yourself, that's okay. Because in the end, you're breaking the rules to bring new rules. Rules that will make you feel secured, lovable, and protected. So make sure that you don't stick to one thing that doesn't work for the sake of other people's opinion. Okay? This is so interesting. Dog spirit, bee spirit, butterfly spirit. All these energies in here are coming under guidance from this spirit animal guide that is supporting you. Okay? So even though we have in here other spirit animals, remember, they are all supporting the main one that is around you. What we have in here, be loyal to what you love. Sweet results await. Transformation is beautiful. Pile number 2, whatever you're going through, I think there is a solution and a better path for you. But you need to be willing to be loyal to your own needs so you can change and transform your life. Due to this energy of butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. I have no doubt that there is a spiritual energy near. I don't even want to say even a spiritual energy. There is an energy lingering around you and is feeding from your fears. And the only way to get over it is if you show up for your own self, probably for certain people, pay attention, through a healing energy. It's like infusing yourself with light or refusing receiving the darkness. But whatever it is, this energy of the dog spirit, it keeps saying the same thing. It's interesting because in this side we have this spirit animal that is aggressive, and in the other side, okay, the bee might sting as well, but anyway, but in the other side we have this soft energy. And you have a master number in here, number 11. Okay, so I feel that balance is needed, but it's important for you to know what is harming you right now. Whatever you're doing, you're not being truthful to your own self. So it's time for you to change. It's time for you to heal. It's time for you to transform. yourself, your heart, your own pain. Once you embrace your pain, you become aware of your own needs by trusting your instincts. I have no doubt that a good result is waiting for you because there's already a confirmation of sweet results await. So, you want to read this message in here in a different way? We want you to be loyal to your own self, to what you love, as a way of making changes in your life and bring beautiful results in your path. Are you struggling? It's time for you to transform through healing. As good results will come from this, helping you and supporting you to become more loyal to yourself and surrounded with people that actually really care for your own needs. So, what are you hiding? What are you denying to your own self? Be truthful and give yourself what you want, your own freedom, your own peace of mind. But for that, you need to trust that what you want and what you need is not where you are looking right now. It's somewhere else different. Difference. Oh God. It's somewhere else. Not in the same place. So pile number 2. Remember, whatever you're going through, there is hope. Change is present, but you need to change your focus as well. You need to change the direction. Instead of going searching for the answer through other people's point of view, look inside you. I feel that all this time you've been trying to dodge the bullet, but the time has arrived for you to confront it, which is, what are you denying yourself? You know what is it, so give it to yourself. You deserve it. There's only one thing that keeps coming over and over and over again: freedom, which goes with the item that is representing your pile, the horse. Is all about freeing yourself from limited situations, from situations that don't allow you to feel complete and they might be draining you. So it's time for you to release and embrace a new you. This is the message for people connected with pile number 2. It's time for you to change your life. It's time for you to be loyal to what you love. The sooner you do this, the better will be for you. So you can be closer not just to the best results, but to your own dreams, to your own wishes that are waiting for you as well. This is a message for people connected with pile number 2. To each one of you that came to this reading, thank you so much for your presence. Looking forward to see you next reading. Bye!